Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus December 15, 2021. Sometimes you could sense a series of things for which you would not want to be present. For example, in the face of family problems that do not correspond to you and that could appropriately interfere with the purpose of support. As a recommendation, you would let the conjunction between the Sun and Mercury ultimately take you away from what simply does not touch you. You have managed to feel light. Possibly you would not want to do some activities that would be considered heavy, because it took time for you to feel good with your surroundings. If the above has happened to you, allow yourself to find a way to make Capricorn give you the energy so that you can continue with a sense of wholeness. Sometimes you would not be quite well, but neither in catastrophe. Good energy could settle on you, especially if the crescent moon would rejoice you to find hope, tranquility, and grace so that you could recover properly. You may need to negotiate with your partner. You may find that they have different opinions about something. Perhaps one of you wants to move, while the other prefers to stay where you are now. Or perhaps one wishes to have children, while the other does not want to have them at this time. It is important to resolve this debate in harmony and with love. Respect each other. You are more inclined than usual to devote yourself to those around you, who will be grateful to you. Your emotions have made you tired. You need to recharge your batteries, especially in sleep. You are not flexible enough in your relationships, often egocentric, sometimes aggressive. It is time to show yourself a little more benevolent. You will quickly see the results in new harmony with those around you. Big decisions require you to have to justify yourself and explain what you plan to do. You are slightly irritated and reluctant to make the necessary efforts. You could save energy so that you can enhance at the beginning of the year a new activity which would undoubtedly improve your physical, psychological, and energetic appearance. Being proactive is the best recommendation that you could have today to feel full without a doubt. Someone who lives with you today is likely to be in a very strange mood. This person has heard some news that is confusing and probably uncertain and is therefore wondering what effect it will have on his situation. If he or she argues with you, the best advice you can give is not to panic until there is a chance to check the facts. The truth is probably very different from what you have heard. You lack energy. The slightest movement causes stiffness. You happily enjoy your car or public transport to avoid having to walk. You are wrong because you just need exercise. A native of the third decan, you must be wary of this tendency to inertia which, moreover, hurts your morale. Without becoming an extreme athlete, it would be good if you took a half-hour walk every day. You will feel uplifted. You would stop feeling remorse for not being able to do some things that certainly not everyone can do. It means that you would potentially fulfill some of your tastes because even though everything has stopped, opportunities would open up. It could be that you have things more relaxed and calm with the number 4 in the Regency. You are a progressive person. You love helping others grow and change. But right now you may be dealing with more traditional people. Although you may have an innovative idea on how to change things, others may not be ready to implement it. Try to be patient. Do not give up. Your imagination and creative spirit will express themselves soon. In the meantime, do some research to support your ideas. An astral sky in great shape, finances keep growing, it's a good time. If you had projects and for fear of weakening the budget you hesitated, you can get started. You have to think about the important matters, and now is the time to act. If you have problems or if you have to quit a job, it is because you were not in the branch that fate had reserved for you. You would pay for some things, pending bad judgments that you have done for a while now. It is possible that you have the opportunity to reconsider that you would not have been constant enough to conquer a person who is now leaving. That is why you would release this energy with the conjunction between the Sun and Mercury. Today you will focus on achieving your desired goals, both professionally and personally. Matters of the heart will be on the front page today. If you are in a relationship, unexpected events will bring you closer to your partner. If you are not in a relationship, you are going to meet someone interesting in a certain role. You may suddenly see an old friend with different eyes. Whatever it is, something interesting is going to happen. It's time to stop playing indifference and clearly state your intentions. It is eating away at you from the inside. You can't keep frustrating yourself like this any longer and lying to yourself. Take a deep breath and finally say what's on your mind, calmly and firmly. After all, you are not asking for anything extraordinary. If your wishes are badly received, it is because you feel badly in the first place anyway. You would have nothing to regret. Companies, jobs, and projects would have come and gone recently. That is why, without having to think that everything is upside down, you would have benefits at the end of the year. The place where you are would be the right place. You would not hesitate for a second and you would keep doing things right. Today, you will play detective. Something or someone, perhaps a pet, has been lost in your neighborhood and you will take care of it. The object of your search will be difficult to reach, but it will appear when you least imagine it. The only caution, when searching, don't go too far. Whatever you're looking for won't be more than a block or two away. Stay close to home and everything will be fine. Under the jovial influences of Venus, your spirit is celebrating. Good humor, jokes, and friendly outings will be your guidelines at the moment. On the other hand, it may slightly complicate your task at the office. Impossible to concentrate. You will count the hours that separate you from a good evening with friends. The time for celebration will come soon enough. In the meantime, you will need to channel your enthusiasm to succeed in fulfilling your professional responsibilities. To avoid sinking into a deleterious climate that could harm your whole family, you will need to be extra vigilant today. The arrival of Mars combined with the proximity of Venus creates an electric climate where the slightest conflict can degenerate. To avoid unfortunate consequences, avoid confrontation and favor dialogue. Don't hesitate to go for a walk or to isolate yourself rather than launch into a big rant that won't turn out to your advantage. There are days when you have to know how to keep a low profile. Don't be upset.